we'll start with that experiment part of that sine bar. So here you are seeing that this will be the sine bar, this will be the surface plate, this will be the angle plate, this will be the vernier height gauge, and this will be the specimen we are going to be using to find out the angle of that given component, right? So and here this will be the vernier caliper to find out the length of that specimen. Here you should have to see that first find out in the theoretical part what is the least count of this height gauge. So how to find out that least count of that height gauge? So least count is equal to 1 divided by main scale, that is MSD, main scale division. So here main scale division is going to be having a 50 numbers, right? So here least count is equal to 1 divided by 50. So 1 divided by 50 nothing but 0.02 mm. So here to start with the theoretical part, you should have to count that the least count of the vernier height gauge. So vernier height gauge least count is 0.02, right? So in the observation we should have to write the least count of the height gauge will be 0.02 mm. Now we should have to measure the length of the specimen by using vernier caliper. So here you can see that from this point to this point, that will be the length of the specimen. So here by using that main scale reading with that coinciding reading, we can find out the length of the specimen. So here by seeing that one, we are going to be obtaining the 202 mm as the length of the specimen. So that 202 mm length, you should have to write it in the observation, 202 mm. Next you should have to measure what is the height of smaller end H1. So that is also measured by the vernier scale here. So like this you should have to measure it, right?
8.5.
So here you are going to be getting 8.5 mm. Next one you should have to find out the larger end of the specimen, that is H2. So that we are going to be getting as 36 mm. Now you should have to calculate the theoretical value by putting the above values. So here sine inverse of what H2 value I have got, that is 8.5 mm, right? 8.5 mm, and larger end is 36, right? So here 36 minus 8.5 mm divided by H2, so that is L is 202, right? So by putting like this, you are going to be getting the theta value. So here sine inverse of 36 minus 8.5 divided by 202, right? So here the answer you are going to be getting that 7 degree 8 minutes 22 seconds. So this will be the theoretical value we are going to be getting. Now we should have to find out the practical values. The same thing we are practically finding. So here first we should have to place the specimen on the surface plate, right? Now we should have to measure the length of the sine bar, that is from one roller to the another roller. So that is center to center. So this here the length will be the standard one, that is 200 mm. So here in the observation you should have to write it 200 mm as the length of the sine bar. So now you should have to place that sine bar above that workpiece, right? So now you should have to adjust the vernier height gauge to find out the H1 value, that is lower roller height, that is capital H1. So like this, by placing that one, we are going to getting the value of the capital H1.
59.
So H1 value will be 59 mm. Now again we should have to find out the value of H2. Okay, so by seeing this one, you are going to be getting the value as 89 mm. So now you should have to calculate the practical value by using that formula. So here sine inverse of, that is 89 minus 59 divided by 200, that is equal to, so here we are going to be getting value as 8.6269. so here 8 degree 62 minutes 69 seconds. So this will be the angle of the given specimen. So like this we should have to do the experiments.